Hello, everyone, and welcome to My Dude Watch. My name is Jason. I'm glad you're here. It's my job to be able to go out and look over the hills and through the woods and find you watches that are both affordable and offer great value. And if you've been here before, a very special welcome back. Your loyalty to the channel does not go unrecognized. And today we have a very interesting watch because this diver has a famous brother in the affordable watch world. Who is it? Stay tuned. There are some in the watch world that compare this RollStimi to heavyweights like Seastern, but let's not get carried away. Let's go ahead and get focused and go through this watch together. Let's get started with the specs. The diameter is 40 millimeters without the crown. It's 12.2 millimeters thick. And the lug width, it's 20 millimeters. And the lug-to-lug on this watch is 47 millimeters. However, keep in mind, it's got male end links. And as we all know, that will extend the watch out to a measurement of 53 millimeters. And RollStimi countered the length by designing the lugs to curve down and quite aggressively. This will allow the watch to wear smaller. It's a good move by them. And looking at the case, it's 3/16 stainless steel, and you can see it's fully brushed on the sides. Very nice detail work. This is a good shot of those curved lugs I mentioned. The only place not brushed is the bevel on the sides, and this breaks up the case. And the screw-down crown is simply signed and functions flawlessly. The case back is screw-on and has a simplistic yet effective design. Let's just slide on down to the bracelet and look at the clasp. I do appreciate them using the logo there and not the name. It looks much cleaner, and I do like that logo. There's no micro adjustments on the outside, but there are a couple on the inside. I don't really know why they do that. It's more awkward and tricky to resize the bracelet this way. If you're going to make holes for micro adjusting, just put them on the outside. Let's continue to look at the bracelet. It's brushed. It's nearly fully brushed. There is some polish on the outside, and it has push pins for adjusting the bracelet size. Let's take another look at that crown. It is a screw-down crown, and it's pretty easy to operate. It's easy to grasp and turn as needed. Again, you can see it's a signed crown with the RollStimi logo. The only issue I've noticed with it is some people that may have bigger hands and fingers, the bezel will sometimes get in the way, but otherwise, no problems. Let's move on to the dial. This is where RollStimi flourishes, I think. I really like the textured dial. It's not an aggressive design. You won't always see it because it's based on angles and light. So take note of the simplicity of the dial, quite effective. It has the logo under the 12 o'clock position, one single word above the 6, automatic. This was a good move by RollStimi to not overwhelm the dial with too much print. This provides a simple, clean, eye-catching look. If you're wondering about the dive rating and water resistance, all that is found on the back. When looking at the embassies, you can actually tell that the minute track is slightly different in color. The only thing I could say I would do differently on this dial is make the embassies just a little larger. Look, let me be clear, I'm not complaining at all. This works well and the dial is beautiful. I love how they place black lines around the border of each embassy. This is very well done, and with the minute markers being black, it simply looks amazing. Take a look at the hands. Black border there as well. This makes for a very interesting contrast with the dial. The bezel being black with the numerals and markers being white. That's offering a very nice contrast with the dial. Let's look at the ceramic bezel. It's a 120 click rotation. Let's listen to the bezel. Okay, there's just enough tension with the rotation that you really wouldn't have to be worried about it if you were to bump it. It's not going to turn. The clicks feel great. It's not gritty at all like some bezels. Let's do a lume check. I wonder if it'll be finally addressed by Pagani because it's been really poor in their past. I'm hoping they finally made the adjustments and improvements. So this will be a good test. Well, that answers the questions. They must have made some improvements. This must be BGW9 because this is a nice lume. It's pretty consistent between the hands, the markers, the embassies. Much improved. Powering this diver is a mechanical automatic NH35. Strong, consistent, reliable. Well, it's that time here in the review where we talk about likes versus dislikes. We'll start with the dislikes. Maybe the name. It's a little odd. I'm not sure what it means. Number 2, why are the micro adjustments on the inside? Lastly, there's just a little back play with the bezel, but it's not bad. It snaps right back into place. The likes. I want to move on to the construction of the watch. Feels great, strong, solid. It reminds me of the Seastern that I reviewed just a few weeks ago. So the watch also has sapphire crystal. The lume is pretty good. It wears extremely nice. The dial is the clear winner here. Throughout the entire face of the watch, the contrast is just amazing. And I don't want to forget about the logo. It's a nice logo, and not putting the name RollStimi on it was a smart move. So the question is, do I recommend this watch? I sure do. Love this watch. It feels great on the wrist. It looks wonderful, keeps great time. What a great value it is for the cost. And here we are at the end of another video. Thank you for sticking it out with me. If you have any questions about the RollStimi watch or any of the other 200 watches that we have, please go to www.mydudewatch.com. I hope you found something informative today, something of value. And if you did, please take the time to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you know of anyone that would enjoy this video, please share it with them. Hey, thanks again. We appreciate you watching. My name is Jason with My Dude Watch. We'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget,
Dudes can't be late.